Meet my new #1 enemy. I just found a load of these things ripping away at my peas. Bold as brass, doesn't care, look. He wants his breakfast. He don't care. It's a good job I'm a vegan, otherwise it'll be jackdaw breasts for dinner. Don't know if people eat jackdaws. Look, trying to get to my peas. Get off my peas. Look at him, look. He's bold as brass. Look. Oh. Rightly so. They all live up there, look. You can hear them squawking away in those trees. Let me just zoom you in if I can. See? Those trees up there. They just fly down here, get their breakfast. Good morning. Ugh, drizzle. It's 8:45. Today is our... No, I'm out here, you stupid cat. Oh, what was that? Oh, my sleep report from my smartwatch. It's not very smart. Yeah, today's our annual village yard sales. A central organiser accepts entries into the... No, you can't. Oh, hang on. Look, yeah. Look, you want to go in because it's starting to drizzle. Look, there. Ooh, there you go. Go on, in you go. Oh. Oh. Yeah, our central organiser organises entries into the yard sale, accepts their donation. For their donation, they get put on a map, which is then sold for a donation to anybody who wants to go around the village looking at yard sales. It's a very spread out village in two main areas with outlying roads off into the distance with houses around. So a map is needed. So why am I telling you this? Well, have a look at this. Bop. Here she is. I've moved all of the salads out from under the side of the building because they weren't getting rained on, so I'll make a patio area here. I'll also put in some grow bags as well, but enough on that. This is all mostly my stuff. This will go down to the allotment at some point. Corn ready there. What are you doing against my salad? Get off my salad, it's my dinner. Corn, and there's bletty beans as well to go in. My squashes and stuff. Still got some spare cucumbers and things. There's all the herbs still. I've got to tidy this area up. It will be done, don't worry. But look at this. Ooh, what's all this? Well, this is my entry into the yard sales. My friend, who is got a little bungalow to the left and about 20-30 metres further on, which is just down from the co-op shop that I keep talking about. He has got he's registered, so he'll be on the map. And not only that, he's right in the main thoroughfare of the village, so he'll have a good spot. And he said I could have a little corner of it. So what I've done is I've prepared you walk this way, you can walk this way around my bungalow, as well as walk this way around the allotment. Look, I've got a little board, and on there is my little sign, 50p for all plants. So what I'm going to do, I'll put the board on his area, and then I'll just keep lining up the plants on top of it. I don't know if people will want a tomato for 50p, but there's some good size cucumbers. That's the gherkin ones. There are Konza is that's another pickling one. Butternut squash. There are some normal cucumbers as well. But there's lots of tomatoes, lots of peppers. These are standard California Wonders if they haven't got labels. These are Tigerella, that's a stripy tomato. There's some squash. There's an uchiki curry. There's loads of butternut squash. Normal tomatoes. If they haven't got labels, they're normal, like money makers. But there are some also, I mean, there's crowberry F1, some baby plums, some Italian plum tomatoes, lots of plum tomatoes, some Elsa Craigs. So there's a good assortment, lots of, as I say, lots of butternut squashes. Good assortment there. And I haven't even emptied the greenhouse. I still have tons and tons for myself, or spares. So these are all second sowings in case the others. Yeah, look, I found a snail, but not before we had a couple of bits and pieces, which is a bit annoying. I'm surprised he ate the chili. He must have great taste. He almost ate through this tomato. This is just a standard tomato. He almost ate through it, but it was still alive. And in fact, if you look at the hairs on the stem of a tomato, yeah, if any of those touch soil and need to, there's a possibility it actually re-roots. So I've piled the compost up around it. But as you see, there's still plenty of stuff there for me. Some not looking so good. That was probably frosted. The Beth is, I forgot what it's got a second name, Beth something or other. But that's a lovely one. You got eaten. But that's a Rio Grande. That's a nice big one. But as you see, there's lots of stuff. Melons, still kept all the melons. Conza is, again, that's a pickling. Can be eaten as a, it's not too bitter, but it does do well. Things, as you see, there's still plenty of stuff here. My little baby plums, cayenne peppers. I was running out of pots, desperately for any pots. Normal butternut squash to go down on the plot. These can actually come out now. They can start hardening off. Oh, nearly trod on you. You're desperate to get in there and have a look around, aren't you? Go catch snails. I don't know if cats do that. There we go. You can start hardening off. It's meant to be a sunny, bright day today. There's a mist. Actually, like, the sky looks sort of grey blue, but there's a mist. It's potentially going to burn off, so I hope so. Anyway, I shall put all this stuff out. All my herbs still doing. These are spares down there. Look at the asparagus seedlings. I hope to get those in later on in the season. Something just haven't done well. That's meant to be a sweet Williams, sweet pepper, a long red, but it hasn't seeded. I'm leaving it there. Look at tiny little mushrooms in some of these from the compost. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing today. Leeks to go down eventually. Again, ready. Yeah. Still loads of stuff there. If I do get a polytunnel, there'll still be tons and tons of stuff to go in it. All good stuff. I did second sowings, as I said I would, of chard, of turnips, the snowballs, because I accidentally hoed them. Those are courgettes, although I haven't labelled them. These are Swedes that Dawn sent me. There's 2 packs there. Some celeriac still got to go out. That's not going to be long. Some celery to go out. That won't be long. Some fennel. Another squash. I'll stay in here a bit longer. These are the Chinese lantern Cape Goss berries. Interesting stuff. I'm not sure what they're going to turn out like. I've never seen them before. They were out of a donated seed packet. And some more tomatoes, some more tarragon herbs, more herbs. Haven't seeded, which is a shame. Again, a free packet, could have been out of date. You know, just basic other stuff that isn't big enough to do anything with yet. But there's still lots of time left. It's only like the second week of May. Oh, these are another variety of asparagus that I have yet to put out. I've got to re-sow those into larger pots and see how we get on with those. But yeah, everything's going. Oh, do you know, I'm sure she eats the grass, throws up, and then comes in for more dinner. She's like something out of the Hunger Games. It's not good for you. It will tickle your stomach. Maybe she's got indigestion or something because she's eaten too much or too fast. That's the trouble with rescue cats. They don't really have like a mother to teach them. Do you? Eh? Wait, on your bike. Come on, get out. No, this is my grass. You can't have it. She says I'm not moving. This grass is nice. Stop it. Look, tiger. Arrgh. Croc in your face. I've got to change out my Crocs into proper shoes for today. Right, so that's it. I'll wheel all this round to my friends at the start of the day, which is in about 30 minutes. And I'll let you know how I get on. Probably won't sell anything, but there you go. And it's just started to drizzle. Joy. Oh well, can't be helped. It is what it is. Good morning. It's Monday after the yard fair or yard sales in our little village. I actually sold about 30 plants and made about £15, which I'm quite pleased with. That'll buy more seed compost and more little pots for me next year, which was the whole idea. I'm going to, what's the word? Ring fence that money so it's saved and put aside for that specific purpose. It is windy today, there is traffic, it's 10 degrees at the moment, might rise a little bit, but there's a heavy cloud cover. Showers might happen, there's a percentage chance, but other than that, the breeze is quite cold. It's a northerly breeze from, hang on, let me turn you around, from that direction, so that's north, so the wind's coming this way. Winds are always stated as the direction from which they cometh. So a southeasterly breeze, which is our prevailing wind, that's southeast, so it's coming towards me. So that's the way winds work. Let me give you a quick recap. My rarer run of beans that Dawn sent me are being munched like nobody's business, that you can see. So what I've done, I brought down some more tiles to put around, and I'm going to put orange underneath them this time. Also, the dwarf beans that Dawn sent me have also been munched quite heavily. Look, you can see something's eating the top of them, so I'm going to get another tile under there with a bit more orange under there. So hopefully whichever slugs are taking a fancy to these will go under there at night, have a munch on the old orange, and tomorrow morning, way, swimming lessons. I've just added some more of this horrible strimmer cable. I've got loads of this. Where is it? Here it is. It was bought by mistake, can't return it. Nobody has a 2.4mm strimmer. That's the width of the cable, diameter should I say. So I will keep it. What I'm going to do now, I've been bringing stuff down, let me show you. Bringing more stuff down from the greenhouse where it's, or the patio, it's been hardened off. Still the same, still got to plant all of those. I brought down the bulletti beans. Those are all my bullettis, all there. I brought down the sweet corn, popping sweet corn. I'll make a little square up. There's only about 4 or 5, so I'll make a little square up. I also brought down the normal sweet corn. Hasn't grown very big. I put some more in, a second sowing, so that can go out. But I brought down all of the squashes and some of the other bits and pieces. So as you see, there's quite a lot down here still to go in, and I need to do something with all these. Once all these pots, the bigger pots, are empty, I'll start transferring out these heathers and herbs that seem to have taken, and then I'll redo these pots. That grapevine looks really lovely. I'm hoping the polytunnel will get put up in the next 2 weeks. I'll give you more information about that as it happens. What I'm going to do today is that I have my 2 metal posts that I dragged out of the you'll see that I put some more bird protection up. The jackdaws that live over there are ripping it apart. I've got these 2 metal posts that I dragged out of the pond when I first arrived. I still need to go and get some more poo, which I'll be doing today. So these 2 posts, I'll talk more about this bit in a second, or maybe later. These 2 posts, I'm going to make a upright melon stand. So I'm going to put it at a slight angle, so that corner here going across there, so I can catch most of the sun, which will rise above those trees and go all the way around there during the summer. And I'm going to do that, and we'll grow the melons upright. I'm also going to put in a couple of stakes, which will be from here along here, which I got from my ex-wife's house, my old family house, which she no longer needed. They're only about yay big and they're getting a bit rotten, and what I'm going to do is try to grow squash up those, so we'll see how that works as well. All experimental this year. That stand there is full of ballottis when I get a chance. Now I'm wondering if my attempt to look, are they baby pears? Oh, hang on, can you see those? There they go. Are they baby pears? Because this tree has never had fruit. It's meant to be a pear tree. It's never had fruit, but I tried there's another one there. I tried hand pollinating them this year, and I'm wondering, I can't see many others. You know, like if you look at a lot of the other pear trees. Now, I'm going to go and find one and see if I can find some, let you see what I mean. But let me finish what I was going to say. I tried hand pollinating them because this tree apparently has never had pears on, and as one of our kind viewers, whose name escapes me at this moment in time, actually mentioned, that these plants, these pear trees, need a second pear tree to actually pollinate with. So I tried hand pollinating. Let me go and have a look at another pear tree, see if I can find any more fruit. Right, this is another pear tree, but you see these are pears, so they've been pollinated and now they're growing. So you know, I wonder if that is a pear tree after all this. They're all going to grow into pears. You see there's more there. You can see what they look like. They're all going to grow into pears. So I don't think that is a pear tree. I'm wondering, you know, maybe it's just a different type of fruit. We shall see. It's 7 o'clock. It's Tuesday morning, and look at that blue sky, look at that sunshine in my eyes. Yeah, it was a cold one last night. It's at a temperature at the moment, it says 5 degrees. In the greenhouse, it actually says 11 degrees, so the greenhouse is already up to spec. I'm talking quietly because obviously 7 o'clock in the morning. Right, what I'm going to do is quickly switch around. I'm quickly going to ignore the mess. I'm going to quickly run the... Oh no, we're alright, we're good, everything's wet. Yeah, it's still wet, and there's still plenty of water in this compost. So, let's check on this side. Get out. What are you burying yourself for? Yeah, just underneath the surface it's wet. And one of the biggest problems, and I was discussing this a lot when I was selling all these plants, one of the biggest problems, that's a new batch gone in. So I've got chard, turnips, and some more herbs. What I did find is some of the herbs random. It's meant to be courgettes. Random. Oh, look at that. Different. Cute. A lot of this compost is probably being made from... Yeah, look, it's being made from old mushroom compost and stuff. Right, anyway, ignore that. Ignore the fact that there's not mushroom in those pots. Oh, fungi. Yeah, oh, these look nice. But yeah, one of the biggest problems I found they're everywhere. There's a diddy one. With people talking about, I don't have any luck. With greenhouses, it's because they overwater. It's too easy to pour too much water in. Now, as a person, let me show you just outside while I'm talking. As a personal preference, I water in the morning, and there's a couple of reasons for that. The first one is that if you water at night, what happens is that if there's a big change in the, this has all got to go down to the allotment side, apart from that. If there's a big change, and this is some for the allotment, some for the, do you want to go in? The door's open. As you see, I've been hacking away at the cut and come again salads, already eating it, lovely. Marigolds, all the tomatoes. Some of this is going to be for, I can't get in there, it's locked. You have to go this way. Some of it's for the polytunnel when it gets built, which should be in the next couple of weeks. And then some of it I'll give away. I've been bringing back poo and topsoil from the allotment, and that's going to be for the tomato plants, to go into pots, all the herbs and stuff. I had a weed, but there was a lot of weed amongst the weed, a lot of weed amongst the herbs, so I've got to replant some. Oh, there's my gloves out. Those are my poo gloves anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so if you tend to water at night, what will happen is that as the temperature outside drops, convection, conduction will mean that the air inside, which is warm, will cool quite rapidly, and it will cool faster than the surface, than the soil or the paving slabs or the gravel or whatever you have, which will mean it will condense. So all of the plants and everything inside will get a lovely layer of condensation on, so you'll be watering it even more. So you don't really need to water as much at night. The second one is, people say don't water tomatoes at night. And that's because they don't like it. They tend to rot and get mildewy and stuff. The second reason I water in the morning is that the plants themselves won't be parched in the morning. They'll be parched during the day. So if you actually put the water in the soil in the morning, then the water is there to stop them getting parched. As it warms up, you get a lovely layer of condensation on your glass or plastic, which will stop the sunlight. Look, it's diffusing the sunlight, which will mean that the greenhouse will get warm but won't get over warm. And secondly, it makes the air in the greenhouse really nice and moist, so you get that lovely benefit from the water rich air, humid, which can help so many plants and stop them getting parched. The danger, of course, is, yeah, I need to cut all that, don't I? Oh, she's going inside. It's the first time she's ever been inside. The danger, of course, is that tomatoes, of course, can get diseases like blight or mildew. But that to get blight, they obviously need spores. Now, if I find blight down on the allotment and I'm working down there, when I come home, I won't come into the greenhouse immediately. I'll go in, I'll probably change my clothes, rinse my hair, and then later on I'll come in the greenhouse, because in normal conditions there's nothing around here that would pass on. What are you doing? Get out, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There's nothing around here. No other people have like greenhouses or plots or growing stuff, so the chances of getting blight spores, because it's a fungus, coming this direction are minimal. So I'll probably be alright in the greenhouse, so we'll see. Right, I'm going to nip down to the allotment. I want to see if there's any slugs underneath the bricks and tiles I've laid out. Then I'll come back, have some breakfast, and then I'll go down later on, and I'll probably be doing planting, lots of planting today. Right, if you remember, I was saying about these slugs loving the orange. Look at that big pool of sludge poo, look at it. Yeah, there's none on there at the moment, and not even many ants, but there are a couple on the tile, so swimming lessons will follow shortly. Let's have a quick look under these other ones. No, 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 Right, so there's not a lot going on there at the moment, so what I'll do is I'll get rid of the ones I've got and I'll check the ones on the other side. See, these are still being eaten, but they do seem to be surviving. That's a good thing about putting them out when they've got a bit of growth on. Obviously the big trouble is if they slugs or snails cut them across the neck. Funny enough, these ones and the ones under the stand are being eaten, but the main ones aren't. They're not being touched. So the crimsons and the white ladies aren't being touched. It's only these dwarf ones and these sections over here. So I don't know if it's the location next to this pile of stuff or whatever, but yeah, we'll see.